Let's start the episode. Twitter.com/Asmongold. That's a good Twitter. If we hit 10K again, wait, what was the 10K goal? Oh shit. If we hit 10K, tattoo. Asmongold tattoo.
Oh my god.
And not Asmongold tattoo. That actually, no. I'm not getting an Asmongold tattoo. There we go. Look at him. Yo.
Yo, what up? Hi. How you doing?
Good. I'm really good. You knew that.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Hi,
This was probably the best show we've ever done. I was happy about that. We did fucking great.
Dude, you know what?
Awesome. What?
I think each show that we've done for like the past, I don't know how many shows, but a while, each one's been the best show that we've done.
I think we've had a lot of improvement too. I'm very happy.
Do you guys agree?
Fucking amazing.
Like,
I'm gonna go AFK for a few minutes.
Yeah. All right. We're about to do the viewer call-ins. !Discord. Hop in the Discord. You can ask us any questions that you want. We're going to start pulling people in as soon as Zach gets back. On top of that, throughout the duration of the show, Asmon does not know this yet, I'm going to try to get Mail Muncher. I can do about 50 attempts during the show. Now, the other thing that we're going to need to do tonight, we got to fuck Quinn's ass, dude. Somebody said that there's a website, Rich vs. Quinn. We gotta fuck Quinn's ass. We gotta get his ass. I am in one of the, I don't think Asmon knows this. I am in one of the most intense gaming competitions of my life. 3 days and 17 minutes remain. From Blockhead to Baldhead. Rich W. Campbell and Quinn are going head to head in this year's most anticipated hardcore Minecraft competition. The first competitor to reach the endgame credits after defeating the Ender Dragon of Minecraft on hardcore will be declared winner. The duration of the competition will be limited to 5 days. If for some reason neither contestant successfully completes the challenge, both will be declared losers. Once the winner has been declared, or the time limit expires, the loser must shave off all of the hair from their body, excluding their eyebrows. Now, the other thing that we didn't explicitly talk about, but I think is implied, is we're not going to shave our armpits, because chicks really dig armpit hair. Isn't that right, ladies? I know 18% of my viewers are female. Chicks dig armpit hair. Fucking bug, man. Oh, look, it has a Twitter feed. Chicks dig armpit hair. Join the Discord though. Hit the stream with a follow if you haven't already. But if you do join the Discord, you can hop in, ask any question that you want to me and Asmongold after Asmongold just starts jerking off. Usually it doesn't take him much longer than this, so he'll be back at the computer any second. He's just, he had a long day at work. Got to cut the tension. He's gonna come back super relaxed. He's gonna be singing, yeah, dude, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Yo, also, Stiffy, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. I definitely don't know you. It's nice to at least look at one. I'm just kidding. I'll probably be able to get a boner eventually. So I don't know if anybody saw this, but I accidentally, due to having a fat finger, deleted a bunch of my vessels, but I got them item restored. So let's grab them now. Yeah, it was a huge accident. Yo, Asmon, I really liked your newest Instagram post, by the way. Okay, here. Yeah, I really
my
liked
Instagram?
Yeah, did you see? Dude, yeah, you posted on Instagram. It was great.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Let me see here. What did I even post? Let me find out. Let's see.
Wait, why did you like this? Did you see the caption? It's Mail Muncher. It says,
Really? Is the caption mail? Oh!
Do you get it?
Oh shit! You got me.
Mail Muncher.
Yeah, it's real fucking funny, isn't it?
Dude,
Real fucking funny.
Did you see how many likes it got?
5,000.
5,000 likes.
That is
dude.
insane. That's way too many.
It's almost like you know what you're
Fucking
doing on
ridiculous.
Instagram, man.
I have, yeah, almost. This, yeah, something does. A real fucking genius.
All right, everybody. Zach's back. we're gonna start the viewer call-ins right now. So you guys just join the Discord. We'll randomly pull people in. It's not based off of your name. I know there are a bunch of conspiracy theories about how it works. It's completely random. We're gonna completely randomly pull you in. All right, here, let's do this. What's up, Doro? Doro, bro. How you doing?
Shit. What's going on, man? I randomly just joined this Discord, and I was like, maybe I'll get in. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Pretty good, man. How about you?
Just chilling. Just got home from work.
You got a question for us?
Just anything. I can just ask you guys like anything game related, I guess. Or are you guys looking for specifically like WoW?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's literally anything you want.
Okay, so what do you guys think about the Xbox Game Conference? Like, because people are kind of shitting on them in general. Like, I guess like the sort of consensus is that PlayStation won. I don't really give a fuck either way because I think most of that shit's coming to PC anyways.
I think really what it comes down to is how innovative is Halo going to be. Halo has probably been like what sells Xboxes for the past like 3 or 4 times. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but I'd say that, you know, their strongest franchises. So like we're talking like Halo, Gears of War, things like that. If those are good games and they're innovative enough, I think that the game console will sell well. But I think probably the biggest mistake Xbox can make is to try to go with an old school feel with Halo in terms of its matchmaking and its playability. And I think if they end up doing that, they're going to end up just kind of being left back in 2008. Fact is, like, players now like want a more expansive and more complete and holistic experience with gaming. And I think that some of their more recent, like bigger franchises have not really done a very good job adapting to the changing like player wants. So I'm not a big fan of that, but the Halo gameplay that I saw today really excited me a lot, and it made me want to buy an Xbox. And I think that really one problem that Xbox is going to have is that because Xbox is tied to Microsoft and Microsoft makes PC games too, is that there's less of a need to buy an Xbox whenever you can just get everything on PC versus PlayStation 5, where you're going to have to buy the PlayStation 5 in order to play the games.
Have exclusives, right? Yeah, I think what one of the really big things is too is it's funny that you say that you know Halo is the thing that drove Xbox sales for the past however many years. I feel like that hasn't been the case. Like the last console was the first console that wasn't the case, really, because Xbox it was, Xbox 360 it was, Xbox One it really wasn't. No. I feel like it's really been the battle of exclusives recently, but more and more stuff has switched to PC, and I'm curious if we're going to see a realm where, you know, consoles even manage to exist, because I feel like the only consoles that have really differentiated themselves a whole bunch, I mean, even those games, it's Nintendo. Yeah, it's literally Nintendo. Yeah. And look what they've done. They've switched from being just a console to all of their consoles are essentially handheld now. And they were slowly moving to it over time. And I feel like it's kind of genius. They really did differentiate themselves in a meaningful way. And their games are always the highest quality out of like all of the systems.
Well, the thing is, like, there's never really going to be an instance where a player is going to have like a better experience playing on a console versus a PC by themselves. And I think usually consoles really shine whenever you have, like, when do you use a console? Probably whenever you want to play Smash with your friends, you know, or you want to play like a Call of Duty with your friends or something like that, like all on the same sofa. So Nintendo really does a better job at that than I think any other console. And the fact that they've been innovating and changing the way that their console like offers to, add value is probably why I would say Nintendo is going to be the best console. But I think that Sony will probably sell the most units. Xbox One also was like, there was a lot of controversy with Xbox One's release whenever it had like always online features and like no resellable games. So I think that really lost them a lot of like goodwill in the company. But I do think that also if games didn't have exclusives, I don't think Xbox and PlayStation would exist.
Yeah, like the whole idea with how they were doing like this weird system. Did you guys see that commercial where PlayStation said this is how you trade or share games on PlayStation, and it was just the president or whatever, and he just handed the game to his buddy, you know? Like, otherwise I would totally agree, but it feels like maybe from a business perspective that PlayStation's maybe doing a little bit better in terms of like actually pushing their console.
Absolutely.
But to me, it feels like Microsoft's really turned over a new leaf in terms of being really pro-consumer. Like you got Master Chief Collection and shit on Steam, and I've been playing.
Well,
shit
how's
out of
reselling the
that,
same
with my
game
buddy.
being pro-consumer?
I mean, I guess yeah, that's fair. But it's just in general how they're like not shitting on PC as much as they used to. Like they just completely abandon the entire platform, even though they're like the PC is the biggest platform for gaming in general. You know.
Yeah, well, I think it's becoming that more and more, right? I mean, there was an era where PCs didn't exist the way that they do now. Now you can literally play anything on a PC. Computers are getting more and more advanced, and they're getting cheaper and cheaper, right? You can get a computer that is more advanced than a console for dirt cheap now. That wasn't the case originally. Having a more specialized device allowed you to have higher capabilities to actually play games. But the thing is now is
the barrier to entry is much lower for PC gaming. And
people understand it.
Lower.
Yeah, I mean, look at Fork Knife. Like any, like literally any 2-year-old could play that game, and like you could play it on your tablet as well. Like that is the one area that a lot of games don't hit is mobile, and it is tablets. And then a lot of those areas, you look at the big game companies. I mean, you can't tell me that Activision Blizzard isn't putting more development dollars into mobile than anything else. We saw it with Diablo. We see it with Call of Duty as well. A lot of people play COD Mobile, right? I mean, you have those weird anecdotal interactions where, you know, you talk to someone and they're like, what do you do? And it's like, oh, like, well, I used to have a job. I used to have a few jobs before I got fired, and I'd bring up that I was a commentator and be like, oh, what games? I mentioned Call of Duty. And pretty much every single time that an older person would bring that up to me, they would be like, oh yeah, I play Call of Duty on my phone. And I was like, wow, like that's fucking crazy. And I feel like, once again, the only console and the only game company that's really taking that into account seems to be Nintendo, because their consoles have made those dramatic shifts, and I haven't seen that from the other consoles. Some of the exclusive titles do look good, though, but I overall think distribution has also changed. So when you look at a lot of the different developers, you don't need a AAA anymore. The way that AAAs function, they need to hit such a wide audience, so you can't actually make a specialized game that anybody's going to fall in love with. It's just a game that everybody might kind of like, instead of being super specialized. And now you see these smaller studios able to really talk to their audience. You see these indie developers able to get games out to whoever the heck they want, especially with different things like Steam and just the internet in general. I really think that we'll see over the years a bigger shift towards indie development, a bigger shift towards smaller content creators.
I totally agree with that, and I think that also you're going to see, like, this is kind of what I was saying before, is like kind of having action capture, like how they had like in God of War, for example. They had like a person being Kratos, and then they like took like the motion capture from it. I think that that's not really something that really sells copies of a game. And I think that many times, like, you have like these AAA studios that prioritize things that aren't necessarily what the gamers want to see. They're more or less things what other developers want to see, and like kind of the industry wants to see as like kind of growth and like an expansion of the technology, rather than necessarily the improvement in the quality. And I think that's happened a lot. And also, like, the more that people understand PCs more, and also the more that PC gaming becomes accessible, the more people will probably choose to do PC gaming. I think that like the average, like, I guess like the consumer IQ of PC gaming and consumer IQ of PCs in general has risen significantly in the past like 10 years. And the more that you have games like Grinding Gear Games, for example, who was able to develop Path of Exile and take market share away from Diablo 3 by a substantial margin, I think that goes to show that you have like these companies that they're not able to put out products fast enough. They're not agile enough to respond to players' problems. They're not able to be innovative enough to do things differently. And I think that you'll still have like those big games like Cyberpunk and like God of War, Halo, etc., that are made like by these AAA studios. But I don't think those games are really going to be as dominant in the space as they are now. And think about how much less dominant they are now than they were 5 years ago versus 10 years ago, etc.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like what's really cool about the indie developers is it feels like you'll have these major developers that sort of like kind of tread new ground because they have these huge budgets, and then like for example Left 4 Dead, you have like this kind of genre that's largely abandoned, and then you'll have like Fat Shark just now announced like the fact that now Warhammer is finally actually getting some content that's not complete dog shit, you know. And the same thing happened with Vermintide 2, which I mean, there's something to be said about that game's development, but overall I would say it's pretty good. So it's cool to see like these indie developers, like you're saying, being able to reach out to customers and make some really cool ass games, you know.
It's important
it's
also
big.
to keep in mind that like we don't know if this Warhammer game is going to be good. Like we have no idea. It's the same as a Halo game. Like the gameplay looks
Dude,
decent, but like does that really mean the game's going to be good? Not really. I mean, like I think people place way too much value in trailers, and I think that we'll really get an idea whether these games are good whenever we actually see like people playing them and like the actual early access of the games. People
It's also
waste way too much
sorry.
faith in it. Go ahead.
I just think like that also comes down to content creators in a large degree as well, which shows that this is like a bigger thing that's happening, right? When you actually look at distribution overall, back in the day, you literally only had a few options. You watched That's So Raven or you watched Corey in the House, right? Like that was all you were able to watch because you needed to be able to make shows for really wide audiences, and it was expensive. You needed to have cameramen, you needed to have the ability to actually distribute it into televisions. You needed to do all of these different things, and it made shows very generic. It made everything need to be somewhat like Friends. Syndication became important, so the narrative that you could actually, the way that you could develop a world or a narrative was affected by it. Monetization will always actually affect distribution. Now, when you look at what we have today, there are a bunch of people. It's smaller than somebody who would be able to maybe enjoy Corey in the House, for example, one of the most ambitious television shows ever created. But there are a lot of people who like to see people farm mounts, for example, and they watch Asmongold stream. And Asmongold is able to do that with none of the cost, and it's tailored to that audience, and it's a lot leaner. And Asmon can create content for his audience and make those changes a lot faster than a giant corporation could that needs to look at all these different things. And we're seeing that in the gaming industry. We're seeing it in distribution, period. And overall, it's good for the consumer because it's going to create content that's more tailored for us. It's the content that we want to see.
Yeah, I think that I think PlayStation is probably going to have a stronger release, but it really kind of all depends on Halo. I think that's probably going to be the biggest selling factor. Like maybe this is, I guess I'm just speaking for myself, right? But if Halo is good and it seems like it's a good use of money, then I might buy a console. But other than that, I don't really think that many people that are like grew up buying consoles, I don't think as many of them are still buying them. They're probably, moving over to PC gaming.
Is Halo coming out on Steam? I'm like 99% sure it's coming out on PC, but I'm not sure if it's coming to Steam. It might be like some weird, stupid, like Xbox for Windows Live bullshit again.
Well, a lot of people are starting to realize that even like if it's on Steam, you might sell more copies but make less money, right? So that's why you see everybody trying to go with like the Epic model. You see a lot of the AAAs doing it. Anytime that you can own that proprietary platform, you're going to be able to generate more revenue, right? So we'll see that happen a whole bunch, whether or not it's the best thing for the game. You even look at streaming platforms, right? Like for example, if you look at something like the old MLG TV, when you're getting more of the bulk of what those ad dollars are, even if you're serving less ads, you're going to be generating more of a profit, right? So like that's why you see stuff like that happen, whether or not it's good for the game. I hope that it comes out on Steam, obviously. I think most of us do. But yeah.
Like I think it's good. Competition's great, like I don't know why. I mean, I understand why people they just don't like EA, but like Origin, for example, it's not like it was an awful service. But anyways, I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time, so
it was unreleased though. But yeah, no, thank you very much for the question. It's an interesting thing that I don't think we expected to talk about today, so thank you for that.
All right, for sure, guys. You guys do great shit. Thanks for letting me in.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, dude, the world, like, I feel like the idea of getting a console, it used to be like this exciting thing. Maybe it was because we were kids too. So if we did get it, like somebody else bought it for us. I don't know. I would have to ask somebody who actually bought it for themselves. Because like when I got the GameCube, for example, I waited until the holidays, and then my parents finally got it for me, and I was like, fuck yeah! Like I didn't actually have to go out and work for it. Now every time I buy a console for a game, I'm like, damn, this feels like fucking shit. Like minus 500, you know. And that's like all I think. Like I just feel shitty every time I buy some of that dog shit. Halo is on PC, is what people are saying. Yeah, I mean, look, there's more and more of a shift over to that. Here, let's bring in somebody else. What is up, Brayden? How you doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing.
Cool.
Not
What's
really
watching?
nothing anymore. I'm not a girl. I'm actually a little boy.
Thanks for letting me know that.
Don't. Chat. Okay, I'm not reading chat.
That's a good idea.
Sorry, I just joined in the stream. I was watching earlier, but what were we talking about? What were we talking about?
Well, we're talking about whatever you want to talk about. So what's your question?
Oh. I don't. Should I grind all the rank 15 or rank 15, all the mythic 15s before the end of Shadowlands, or should I just not do them? Like, is it worth my while doing them?
What grade are you in?
6th.
Okay, so you're not even in algebra. Let me ask you something.
Like I am.
Yeah, of course you are.
So I'm kind of retarded.
Okay.
Whoa,
well,
hey.
Here's.
You're not old enough to say that word.
Ah, shoot, I'm not.
So listen, what else are you gonna do instead of playing WoW?
Nothing.
All right, so go get your 15s done.
Should I guess. I don't know, man.
You ever play
Yeah, you
Minecraft?
fuck around all day. Like, are you going back to school for coronavirus?
I think I am, to be honest. I don't want to, but
Yeah, because you're gonna die, right?
I honestly want to, but like, I already had it, so I'm kind of a carrier, so it'll be fun spreading it.
That's good, man. I'm glad that you try to look on the positive sides of things. Well, listen,
Yeah,
if you play the, go ahead.
or I can't be a carrier, or I could just not go to school and just do my online crap and turn in half of it, and then yeah, I could do that, or I could just neckbeard the game like I used to, like a month ago, like 2 months ago. I'd spend like at least 14 hours a day.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
I'll probably,
remember, you're the future of this country. Just
yeah,
remember
make
that.
sure make sure to go outside every once in a while and throw sticks in your friend.
No.
Don't forget about that.
Ice cubes at the
Well-
sun, yeah.
Ice cubes?
Yeah, if you throw an ice cube at the sun, it'll melt midair.
No way.
Yeah, I didn't learn
Yeah.
that until I was in the 8th grade, so you're already 2 grades ahead of me.
Damn.
Why do you think airplanes are made out of metal? Is because they'd melt if they were made out of ice.
Very true. Because
That's
ice is
pretty
lighter
big
because
brain
of how
technology.
how the crystalline structures when it freezes actually spread out. It's actually lighter than air. Ice is lighter than air.
Damn.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, can I have a few more questions? Is that
All right.
You're
Let's
not
go.
doing anything else.
is in Shadowlands is Warrior gonna be better
Then what?
than Hunter and
Probably not.
Warlock?
Nope.
Shit.
Why do you want to play warrior so bad?
Are you kidding? Warrior's the best class in the game.
I know that. Everybody knows that. See?
Everybody
Look,
knows
come on.
that.
When your brain gains wrinkles as you get older and
Yeah.
you develop more and more, you will realize that warrior's not the best class and that pretty much any other decision is the
Are
better
you
one.
kidding? You're actually Warrior is the best class. Oh my god. Like McConnell, he dueled when you dueled Asmon in like Legion and crap, and you won, that doesn't mean anything. He has no freaking skill. And McConnell, if you're watching
I
this,
know. We know, man. We know. Go ahead.
you
Let
don't
him know.
have
That's
skill.
not true.
Let him know. Let him know.
It just doesn't. But what is Warrior getting as like ability?
We're getting Shattering Throw. That game,
Yeah,
that ability came out before you were born, but it allows you to break a paladin's bubble, and it allows you maybe break some other pre-shields too, which is pretty cool. And
That's true.
yeah, and like there's a few other things that they're getting depending on which covenant you pick, and so you just look it up and see, or just play through the game. I mean, like. I don't know. I think every class will probably be fun to play. I wouldn't really worry about like kind of making a prediction.
What's gonna do you guys know what's like gonna be good for healing, like priest or whatever?
I don't know. Fucking like whatever can heal. Like usually, I mean, like realistically, like Blizzard does a pretty good job of balancing. Like it's not awful, and it's not like there's gonna be probably one class that's just dog shit.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about it. Just play what you want to play.
Yeah. I really want to play Warrior Challenge.
Just do it.
Then do it. Yeah, you're too young to not be making mistakes.
Yep. I can waste all the time I want. It's freaking great. I can sit in my room all day. It's so good. It's perfect. But
Yeah.
in Shadowlands, is mount farming gonna be harder because of the level cap squish thingy?
Nah, they're gonna do a scaling thing, so it's gonna be the same. I wouldn't worry about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, you're good.
I get that. What else? Is McConnell gonna be playing Shadowlands? Or is he gonna sit in his room and just roast people all day?
Honestly, I hate to
Like
disappoint you. I hate to disappoint you, but I think that he probably actually is. He's gonna probably play the game.
Dude,
I
he's
know.
so annoying sometimes. I love McConnell,
I know.
but
I know.
sometimes I forbid him.
Well, we gotta, here's the thing. We gotta put up with some people. You probably have friends at school that are pretty damn
Yeah.
annoying, but
We just
Yeah.
not. Yeah. I get you.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
yeah, they're freaking. Okay. They're
Hey!
Yeah.
yeah, you don't have to call. Why don't you just call them McConnells? Yeah, they're McConnells.
They're mini McConnells, man. Yeah.
Of course.
Mini McConnells, dude. That's what they are. But okay. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Are you done?
No, we just like the realization that you came up to, man. That's very accurate.
Yeah. I'm not a freaking girl. Yeah.
Thanks for letting everybody know that. You have any more questions?
Wait. When I was okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Your show now. Your show now.
I'm at 300 mounts. What? Where should I start?
If you want to get 300 mounts?
No, if I want to get more than 300, like 500.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, probably, like, I would look at the reputations that you haven't done yet, and then just go do
yeah.
those. Because, like, you do one rep, it gives you, like, 6 mounts. Like, that's the main thing. And then just do the runs you want to do.
Yeah. What's the tower? Whatever
Torghast.
that tower. Torghast. What are the rewards gonna be for that?
We don't really know yet, but, like, you'll be able to, like, work towards your legendaries in Shadowlands.
Oh shit.
And you'll probably get some cosmetic stuff, too. So, like, yeah, it'd be good, man. I'm fucking excited for it, honestly. It's
I
gonna
know, dude. It looks so freaking awesome. I'm
Yeah.
gonna spend like 8 hours in there and freaking bop these zombie dudes.
I have a question
Yeah.
for you. Who pays for your WoW sub?
My dad.
be good. Does he know that?
I think so. He should. I don't have one right now because I just don't really want to play. I have nobody to play with, so it kind of
Well,
sucks. and
it looks like you're
Yeah.
wise beyond your years.
Yeah, you know what's going on.
They're so bad. They're so bad. They can't clear heroic, and it's been 3 months. They're so bad.
I know, man. Trust me, I fucking know that.
They cleared heroic before they could even clear normal. They're dumb.
Yep, they're dumb as hell, man. Like, that's the thing. You gotta join a guild that people know what the hell's going on, man.
I'm helping them out on normal and Azoth, and they They just the raid leader. He's a tank. He literally. I'm attacking the tentacle, and he's sitting there. Why is it pulling aggro? Oh, stop! And I'm yelling at him.
Is this Asmon's child?
Pull aggro! You're a tank. You dumb.
I think it's Asmon's child.
Well, you know, the thing is,
look at him.
like, you just gotta join a better guild. Like,
Look
I
at
used to
how
be in
he's-
shit guilds like that too, and then I got in a better guild.
The age thing comes. You join Discord. I don't talk for a week, and then they tell me to talk, and then
Tell them you can't talk.
Tell him you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
talk. Tell him that your wife is in the room with the baby, and you'll wake up the baby.
She's
and,
aggroed by
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
You go two different routes, right? Number one, you tell them you're a girl, right? Because, you know, I think...
I don't want to be gay though. That's pretty gay.
No, it's not.
You're a girl. Yeah, if you're a girl, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not gay to be a girl. Isn't it? I'm not. You know what? Listen, you can just tell them you're a girl, or you can just go and use a voice changer, or tell them you don't have a mic.
Look, when I was your age, I was a squeaker, and I was not allowed to get gear. I didn't get gear until Wrath of the Lich King. I played the game for years, and they didn't let me get gear.
See what I do? I get all my bonus rolls, and then I just bonus roll away. It's pretty easy.
I'm sorry to hear that. You need to join a better guild, dude.
They're so annoying. But okay. What else? Oh, the new raid,
Castle Nathria.
Yeah, Nathria. He's like the last boss. I haven't checked it out because
Denathrius,
dude.
Asmon's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
That
it's
sounds
basically
pretty-
Dracula.
It's Dracula.
Pretty much.
Dang.
He's gonna be pretty hard. I mean, he's part of the Death Pantheon.
Is
Yep.
the transmog for it looks pretty sick. How do you feel about it?
The sword?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like, I was excited as hell for that. Like, if I get that with the Moss set, I'll be so happy. I don't know if he's gonna drop it though. Like, sometimes like bosses don't drop their weapons.
Is it gonna be like Tayshalak or something?
I hope so. Actually, I hope so. Like, that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool, dude.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Oh, but never mind. Are the mechanics gonna be harder than this raid tier, Nihilotha?
Listen, it
This
depends
one
on
was
who
a
you...
joke.
Yeah, yeah,
Freaking
sure.
hated it.
Yeah, you're not even a mythic, okay? Why don't you settle down with being the god of mechanics, all right?
It was annoying, man.
Yeah, right.
You be quiet. Pugging everything
Okay.
is not the freaking easiest thing to do. Okay?
Exactly.
Shut up, old man.
Get carried by a freaking raid team. Okay,
Hey,
well,
hey,
don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, sir.
hey, it works, dude.
It does work. That's a
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
big brain, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah. Is PvP gonna be funner in Shadowlands?
I don't know. Was
Are
it
they
fun
gonna-
in BFA?
What?
Was it fun in BFA?
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Okay, so you would do all your arena stuff. You'd lose like 5 trillion games. You get enough conquests. You get your chest, right?
Yeah.
Get a dumb piece of loot that sucks. It
Yep.
was so dog crap. And then you do Mythic Plus and it's so easy and
Yeah, it's a joke. Like, a PvP sucks. Everybody knows it. And so it'll be better. It will be better in Shadowlands.
like McConnell said earlier, it's 50% of the it's not 50% of the game, it's like 10% of the game. It's like a mini game. It's dog crap. It's so bad.
Very smart thinking.
You're gonna grow up to be a developer. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Sit in my room and play video games.
I'm
A streamer.
I'm so proud to hear that.
Okay, now I'm not gonna think about my future. That's something.
That's how both
Already-
of us got here.
You don't have to think about your future. You just let it happen. All right.
Dude,
Don't
you
worry
should
about it.
do your
Like,
homework before you play.
You're a
WoW.
fucking kid.
I'm not doing
just
my.
go-
Are you kidding?
Do-
Homework.
Wait, no, don't you H omega lol MEW omega lol RK me, young man. Do your homework before you play WoW.
No, that isn't even a thing, dude. They just yell at you once and then they freaking forget about it because they're dumb.
Do you still pass the
dumb or
class?
dumb. Yeah.
Hey, my man.
You just do. Hey, I'm smart, alright?
Obviously.
I just don't do the homework. It's smart. See?
Yeah.
They just do the things.
Okay. At least get somebody else to do the homework for you.
Okay, see, that's where you go wrong. You can't do that.
Why not?
That's when you get in trouble. You can't do that.
Yeah, you get in trouble. You're doing it wrong. Listen,
Yeah,
like,
Hey, who has more gear in WoW? You or Asmon?
What's your item level, Asmon?
480.
Does
What's
Asmon
up?
do the raid, or does somebody else do the raid for Asmon while he watches YouTube videos?
Did you pug your way all the way through raid tiers on raid tiers for 480 gear? No. You sat in there and you reacted to videos, put someone on follow, and just went. Okay.
Yeah, do that with your homework, and then you'll get then you'll get real world loot.
See, Asmon's smart. He does things his own way. He is
yeah,
so
think for
good.
yourself.
He is so good. But
I
then
know.
there's you, Rich. Sitting there doing visions, killing all them shadow callers, freaking trying to get the mail muncher before Asmon just so you can flex and then quit the game for 3 months until Shadowlands comes out. But
The funniest thing about that is you think Shadowlands gonna be out in 3 months. Yeah, right.
true, there's like 5.
Yeah, maybe. All right, man. Well, we want to get some more people in the call.
Hey,
All
one
right.
more question, one more
Okay.
question.
All right. Go.
Not Titan forging. Is corruption gonna be a thing in Shadowlands?
Nope. Is that really Is that you really want me? You really want to use your last
That's
question?
your last question. Come on.
Okay,
By a blue poke?
Okay, is
Hey, thank you, caller. We appreciate your time, man.
no. Okay, is that McConnell?
Yeah, he heard that
McConnell,
shit you were saying
suck.
earlier.
I carried you through mythic dungeons for 4 hours, mythic zeros. You didn't do one thing. You sat there and roasted people in your chat. Okay?
McConnell moved him out of the car.
Wait,
Wait, you did it?
no, I didn't move him.
His parents came.
His parents kicked him off the computer.
Get off there.
Who the fuck are you
Why do you
talking to?
leave?
Parents.
So what did he say? He was watching my stream and then he carried me through Mythic Zeros and I didn't get anything?
Yeah, that's what he did.
Well, how the fuck is that my fault?
I don't know.
They gotta learn sometime.
It's like
They
lemon.
gotta learn eventually.
How's that my fault? It's not my fault. I didn't get what I needed. The fuck?
Oh my god.
That doesn't even make sense.
That kid was fucking great, man. Oh my god. That's so much better, man. Like,
I didn't do any. Oh, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, of course.
Oh. Well, that's not much different than what Asmon does, really.
Yeah, right. Well, that's he made me know that.
Maybe he was mad because I didn't have something to like react to on my stream, so I just,
Yeah.
just talked to chat for 4 hours. I don't know.
I think that's about right.
If somebody told me that was a young Asmongold that somehow managed to time travel to this very moment and talk to us, I would not be surprised. Chat started spamming halfway through. It's Asmon's son. Dude, let me tell you, Asmon, if you become a dad, your child is going to be a degenerate, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I was really proud. He's like, "What do you want to be whenever you grow up?" He's like, "Nothing. I just want to play video games." I'm like, "Bro, like, it's fucking same." Jeez,
You're supposed to still have dreams that are never going to happen at that age.
that is a dream.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to realize that that's a dream yet. You're supposed to want to go to space and be an astronaut.
Man, I never wanted to go to space. I like, because you'd have to wake up early. I hate that. And now I'm streaming and I still fucking wake up early. I don't know how that happened. I did that to myself.
You've been doing a good job. Let's pull in another. Yo, what's up, Real Strong?
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
You hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
It's going good. So, I was gonna ask you about, like, as a returning player, like, I played back Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, and I stopped playing about, basically once Ice Crown was done. And I just came back recently, actually after discovering Asmongold and listening to him talk about the devs and talk about Shadowlands. And it's a little bit new, I guess, from back in the day when it didn't seem like Blizzard responded to the players that well in their feedback before. And so now I'm kind of wondering, like, how do I get my friends back playing? Because, I've approached them with it, and, WoW still has sort of like the stigma to it where it's like, that's old hat, it's going down the drain. They don't even want to engage with it.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you're their friend, you probably shouldn't do that to them, right? But in all seriousness, it's definitely tough, and I don't think that many people are going to be jumping on, especially right now. I think you can promise them that you'll carry them and get them loot. That's one way to do it, and then the other way is just to wait until the expansion comes around, because then you don't need to do any work, and they'll be tempted to join most of the time, even by themselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then there are some things that, like...
Yeah, thank you, Muggsy and Arcus.
Like, one
Thank
of the
you.
reasons why I stopped playing back then was this move towards catering towards what I would think are not the reasons people play the game, which I think goes to some of what y'all were talking about earlier. And one of those things was this mindset shifted in Wrath of the Lich King, where they took on this mindset that everybody needs to experience the content, right? And I kind of felt like that actually takes away from the actual experience. Like, yeah, Mythic Plus still has, like, gear exclusivity, there are harder challenges and things like that, but there was something about, if you saw somebody walk through town wearing the Warblades of Azeroth, you're like, holy crap, that person killed Illidan a lot. And I think that's kind of gone now. Wondering what you think about that kind of
the problem is there's like so many things in the game that are like flashy and special that you're not going to have like that same feeling whenever you see like the first guy on Ashes of Alar, or you see the first person with Rivendar's Death Charger, or the Warglaves, or whatever you're saying. There's just so many other things in a game that are flashy now that it's very hard to create that feeling. You'll still have it every once in a while with like world first kills and like really early stuff like that. But I think that more of that was kind of created by like, people's lack of understanding of the game rather than the actual difficulty of the content itself. Most of the time, if we go back, I think Classic's probably a good example of this. If we go back and we look at like how hard was Thunder Fury to get really? Well, not very hard. Like if somebody has Thunder Fury nowadays, like you're not going to have people like crowding around them and inspecting them. It's just not a big deal. So I think that really, if you want to have that come back, you just kind of have to reset the cosmetics in the game somehow. Yeah. Because there's just so many cosmetics and things in the game.
It's
that it's very hard for people to stand out.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that Zach brings up like both the really big points, right? There's oversaturation of rewards. Like when you look at mounts, people just don't get that excited over a mount anymore because there are so many. Even when it is the world first mount, there's not even as much hype there, and that's when it has the scarcity. And then there's no scarcity of these mounts in the game at all. So like when you actually do look at even like that world first mount, for example, like the hypothetical world first mount that'll drop in Shadowlands, you always know that in the next expansion you can just get it by just grinding on alts all day to get it, or you can go back at like the end of a tier, right? There's just no scarcity, and there's an overabundance of those rewards. So I think that there needs to be new buckets of rewards that really exist, and also on top of that, I think it wouldn't be terrible if some things were added with a little bit of scarcity every now and then.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah, I'm on the same page there. I think that whole window shopping aspect is actually a big part of what keeps people motivated to log in every day.
For many people, yeah.
Yes, setting goals that the game doesn't set for you, even if they're stupid, is like a reason to play the game. And I find myself in a lot of games that I'll keep playing for a really long time, that is the thing that keeps me going, right? And I think that, you know, whatever that is, it needs to feel special. Otherwise, you just realize that it's pointless really quick, and you can't see how long it's going to take to get it. And then, as a human, you just stop.
Yeah, you just lose interest.
Fair enough. All right, that's all I had. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Thanks for your questions.
I didn't get the mount.
You get it next time, dude, for sure, 100%.
I only want mounts that you don't have.
Yeah?
Because I don't care about mounts. Like, that is the thing. Like, it's so funny when I get the mounts that you don't have. Like, you still don't have the parrot. I have the parrot. I love the parrot.
Yeah, somebody used that on me on a mount off the other day. I'm mad.
I could beat you in a mount off.
No,
like,
you couldn't.
yeah, I could, because I know your weaknesses. I know you don't got the parrot. Yeah, I just fucking, I'd munch you. I'm going to be able to munch you soon. Like, you're just unlucky with the male muncher, right? Like, your weaknesses are so public. Like, it's so obvious.
Yeah, it's like a raid boss that has like a big like red dot where you're supposed to attack him, you know?
Yeah, it's like, well, I wonder what the weak spot is. And it's just like, the boss is just like made of armor with just a giant eye. It's like, I wonder where I hit it. Yeah, it's just like, whip out the male muncher. All right, here we go. Hey, Lambria, how are you?
Hello.
How are
What's
you?
up?
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
Doing good. What's your question?
My question pertains to Transmog.
Okay.
I'm getting tired of seeing a lot of the basic models where they're more flat to the body, and I'm really tired of, you know, thinking back on seeing Arthas in that old dungeon where he has, say, a cloak that wraps around his shoulders. I want to know how you guys feel about maybe giving us more intricate transmog items, and perhaps maybe even a concept of civilian type clothes, like just basic things that NPCs wear, or to look like them.
Okay, so I'll deal with this. So I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls recently, and I don't know any other game that does badass looking cloaks better than Dark Souls. They have like these awesome cloaks that have like fire coming out of the bottom, and they're like draped over your shoulder halfway as you're walking through like this destroyed city, fighting undead legions, and it's just fucking awesome. And then you look at WoW, and every cloak is exactly the same. Yes, I absolutely believe they need to do a better job with the cloaks. I remember whenever we saw like there was a fake video or something like this, I don't know if you saw it, of like somebody being able to show the way that a new transmog cloak was working, and it looked really cool. I got so excited for that, and then it just never really came to fruition. I completely agree with you also about not having more 3D transmog items. I think, for example, now like almost all of the leggings are more than just like basically painted on, but we still have a certain amount of chest pieces that are pretty much just you know, flat textures on top of your character model, and I feel like those are pretty boring, and I'd like to see more well-designed items added into the game. I think it's important also to like sometimes add in more simple items, but I think if they're adding in more simple items, they should try to make them, you know, lower res. Like if they're trying to do something like make a new, like the Island Expedition sets, for example, and like those are all pretty low res. So if you want to make something like that and then put that in there, then I'd say, yeah, sure, that sounds awesome. But if I'm talking about a new raid set or like the new Mythic PvP set or Elite PvP set, like I want that to be 3D as fuck, and I want it to look really cool. And I think also it's like once you start using those items and you see like the disparity between like those items versus the other items in game, there's like it's not even in the same universe. So I'm not really a big fan of it at all.
Well, even just the concept of, say, civilian clothes and 3D aspects would be thinking on, like, the Kultiran racial and heritage armor. We were kind of shown one thing, and we expected to get another. I think most of us really expected to get that amazing coat that you see so many characters running around with in Borealis Harbor, and I know that so many people would truly love to see something like that, and that's just a basic item that so many people would love to see, and yet they still don't give it to us.
Well, I think it's because there's a certain amount of limited technology for creating items like that are supposed to match with the WoW character models. And I think that's probably the biggest issue that they have. Now, I could be wrong with that, but I think that's probably what it is. I think they need to redo the models slightly to where they're able to accommodate more types of unique transmogs, because I think right now the transmog restrictions are kind of restrictive, and the options that Blizzard has are also very restrictive. If you look at other fantasy games, they have many more like things that you can do with your character and like types of armor you can wear, etc. And I'd like to see WoW take a larger direction with that.
Well, and for example, in say Final Fantasy, when elves wear hoods, you see that there are slits cut in the hood for their ears to poke out. You know, they're very
Yeah.
on not having clipping issues, and also in Black Desert Online, they have a lot of intricate styled transmogs, and though I'm very happy to see them finally working on character models and whatnot, I would like them to expand the transmog system and allowing for more clothes and items that allow for maybe the RP element to come back into the RPG game.
Yeah, I mean, like the more you have control over the way your character looks, and the more cool options of gear you have, I think it's going to be the more people will enjoy the game and be able to like have like more of a emotional attachment to it. So I'd like to see that too. I mean, I don't think this is like something that's going to like save the game or do anything like that. It's just an improvement, and I think that for the people that care about it, it's something that means a lot. And like really everybody sees what their character looks like whenever they're playing the game. It's
Everybody
a third person
cares about
game.
that, right? Like it's to some capacity. Like even the people who try to like be the cool kid at the lunch table who doesn't care about anything, like they care. Like everybody. And my big thing is too is
Well,
like,
they have transmogs. Like
yeah,
it's not like they're running around without transmogs.
it's like, yeah, dude, I don't care. Like I just care about my damage. And then it's like, yeah, but why do you look like that? Then it's like, well, like, you know, I was like, yeah. It's like, all right. And like I've never been a player who's thought about transmog nearly as much as you guys. Just like I've never thought about it in details that way. Like I didn't even realize that my chest pieces were like glued on my body or like flat to my body or anything like that. But the thing is like I've always thought about particle effects and things like that, and that's another area in the game that's like totally lacking. Like you don't have the whippy shoulders like the rogue has, and you don't have effects like that just anywhere. You don't have like the humming dragon scale is a cool trinket because it gives you those wings. You can't really get them in other places. That it was really cool when it was on the shoulders that were in Legion and also in BT, right? Like things like that are genuinely cool, and I would love to see more things like that. And I look back at I used to play City of Heroes a lot, and as somebody who doesn't even necessarily go all the way in on things like that typically, I loved the options that were in City of Heroes. I loved getting to mess around with like all of the different particle effects, the different cloaks, and actually making my character feel unique. And right now you don't really have the tools to make your character feel that unique in WoW.
I can walk around Stormwind or whatever city and see many different night elves that look exactly like myself, and I find it very satisfying whenever I can, find interesting pieces together in a way that I haven't seen anyone else use before. But I mean, when it comes down to it, they really just don't have a lot. I would also like to maybe see them, and I'm sure they never will do this, is just completely get rid of the systems of raid tiers being the same but just different colors. But I would really enjoy seeing an ability to maybe dye our gear, and maybe see could run old content or something and acquire dyes to work on our gear.
I agree with you, actually. I think that the mythic tiers of gear are already unique in a lot of ways because they have like extra effects and more animation in them. Like, for example, like the BRF tier, like mythic versus heroic. And I think that the prestige of heroic is pretty much non-existent. Like nobody really cares about, oh wow, this is so prestigious, I've done heroic. Like people clear heroic on the first week and nobody gives a shit about it. Mythic's the only content that's like actually prestigious, that's perceived by other players in that way. So I think that dyes would be okay.
Yeah, I think also like farming tints is the most boring thing ever. I wish we could dye our mounts as well. Like, I think dyes are just cooler. I definitely agree with that.
And again, along with the transmog thing, I see all the time people doing fantastic art of their characters, and you see them, you know, with a new hairstyle or say a hood or something that just I'm also really tired of, you know, putting a hat on my character and her hair disappears. Like, come on, Blizzard, what's with that? Like, it's 2020. Can we have our hair show?
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Thank you very much. I feel like it's not often that we actually do get to think and talk about things like that.
Yeah, it was good to get to come on. Kind of had a heart attack when I heard you pull me in.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, dude, and no need to get nervous. We're just a bunch of nerds that want to talk about WoW.
I think I could talk for hours about WoW, but yeah, thank you for pulling me in. Chat, please calm down. And Rich, I love you.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
See ya.
That was my favorite caller of the day. That was great. That was great.
Yeah, is that right? How about that?
I think that we should add the for night elves into the hoods. Asmon also said earlier today, I'm not sure if you guys heard it. Asmon said that I'm the most handsome streamer ever on Twitch. You verbatim said, "Rich, most handsome streamer on Twitch." Yeah, right. You said yes. You said yeah, right. Those are both positives. So you pretty much said it twice. Oh yeah. Here, wait. I'm just double checking something really quick.
But what I'm saying is that 1%, man. Well, anyway, so most handsome streamer ever? Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, you said most handsome streamer ever. Yeah, right. Okay. You said it 3 times. You said I was the most handsome streamer literally 3 times in a row. I want to thank you for that, dude. I think you're the most. I think you're the most. You're the most woke streamer.
All right.
Wait, you want to get me a thumbnail really quick while I pee?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here. Let me kill this one last Wrigley boy, and then there we go. Dude, I'm really having an itch to play Dark Souls. By the way.
Really? You
Hey.
watching the alt streams?
Yeah, dude, I like you way more on those.
All right. Well, hey, at least you like. That's good enough.
Here, there we go. This should help me get a thumbnail. And then I'm gonna pee real quick. And then, dude, 300. Thank you again. All right. I gotta pee, and then we're ready to go. This is gonna be a good thumbnail. You do whatever the fuck you want. It's your stream, Asmon.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, boys. So we're having a good day today. Everybody's happy. Everybody's good. And I have been online for almost 10 hours now, and I'm tired. And I'm going to have food with my dad in just a little bit. It's going to be great. I'm chilling, man. Everything is going just fine for me, except for the fact that I'm fucking exhausted. I'm so tired, man. I got to go and might even take a nap. I don't know, guys. Replace McConnell on Divinity, dude. I've got to play Dark Souls. That's the game I'm going after. I can't deal with Divinity right now. Like, that game, it's a turn-based game, dude. I'm not going for that shit. I'm not going for that shit. Dennis wins on Monday. Dennis is on Monday. I am not looking forward to that. It's like such a small thing that I have to deal with. I'm just like freaking out about it. Appointment's set. Wheels are in motion. Things are going to happen.
Why are the wheels in motion for?
I don't know.
You said the wheels are in motion.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know what for?
For your stream, man. It's for your stream. Yeah.
Oh, you're getting people hyped for the stream? Dude,
Yeah.
I have an issue right now with the stream, actually.
Yeah.
People want to watch me play WoW, but I bet all of my hair that I would beat Quinn in Minecraft. Did you wash your hands? No, I didn't. Dude, I gotta beat Quinn. There are definitely a few people for WoW, but it actually seems like they want me to beat Quinn. All right, I think I can. Dude, also, your quest is ready to go whenever you want to do it.
All right.
You literally pick a day, and we do this fucking. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I didn't do the thing yet. You pick a day, and we do the fucking quest.
All right, man. Well, I'll figure out a day, dude. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm so tired, man. I started my stream early today, so I'm gonna just chill for a bit and then go to my dad's.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, it was a lot of fun as always. Yeah, dude. I will. I'll probably talk to you tomorrow.
All right, dude. Peace. See ya.
Peace, man. Peace. All right, guys. That's it for the viewer call-ins. Now it's time to smoke some fucking pussy.